Alright, let me break it down for you. Baldwin Hills High is like 3 schools in one. The regular high, the performing arts, and the magnet program, which basically means we have all the racial flavors and all different types of black folks. From the ghetto hood rat boys sagging, to the hard-working blue-collar blacks of South Crenshaw. The long weekend's coming up, which means I can finally make some car money. Cause Saturday night, we the party. We the party.
I like the premise, like this coming of age during the Obama years picture. And it brings me to my first question, like, to think about what it means to this generation and to other generations is, like, good to put on film, but what did it mean to you personally, when Obama came in office, and what made you decide to do this picture?
Well, one of the things that hit me was my kids were in private school, right? I have 5 teenagers now, 3 boys, 2 girls. And I took 2 of the boys out of private school and we put them in public school right on Crenshaw and Slauson. Now, LA, that's the middle of the hood.
Yeah.
And at the school, if you play ball well, they say you're trying to be like Jordan. And if you golf well, they say, oh, you're trying to be like Tiger. And my sons are pretty smart and get some good grades, and they were coming up to them and saying, oh, y'all Negroes are cool. Y'all kind of like Obama. So it was interesting. It wasn't saying you're trying to be Urkel or sound white or sound different, but saying we know what thug life looks like. We know what ball player looks like. We know what hip hop life looks like. Now maybe we got an idea of what smart can look like. That your A game can take you to the White House.
Right,
That's
right.
an interesting statement right there socially. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you got some kids embracing smart as the new gangster, I was like, wow. Can you make a movie that's a party? Like I thought back when I did New Jack City and House Party came out before us. It's like, man, that's interesting. House Parties, mostly black kids, rated R, not a white face in the movie. Breakfast Club, smart movie, rated R, not a black face in the movie. What about in 2012, make a movie, put everybody in the movie, real teenagers, and see what you can do today. Tell them that the eco point you were bringing up, Mandela, because that's interesting.
One of the scenes in the movie, after the climax of the montage that my character goes through, is the speech he gives to the class. And in the speech he says, the Earth is currently at 6 billion people, and it can sustain.
We're at 7 billion now, 7 billion, yeah.
I know, but during the time it was 6. But we can sustain 9. But the catch is, if we live like Americans, our carbon footprint would be 18 billion. So if we all have 2 cars and a nice house, then we're using up a lot more resources than we need to be using. And I think that's a really important point, because no matter what small societal issues or what seems big, what seems important to us is really minuscule in terms of the Earth. Right. So, my theory on it is it's like two groups of ants, red ants and black ants, fighting over this ant hill. And all this fight can seem so important to them, but maybe tomorrow the anthill gets flooded out and there's no more ants.
Because the anthill's in the 9th Ward.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
we all live in.
If we don't wake up and realize that a big important thing it's going to start to be a more aware, you need to start being more aware of the environment and eco-friendly.
Dr. King says we either learn to live together as brothers and sisters or we perish together as fools. I add to that, we either learn to live together as brothers and sisters in harmony with nature, or we perish together as fools. This next generation has a lot on their plate, just besides getting along, besides who's wearing the hoodie and who's not. You know what I mean? They got a lot of stuff to deal with, and what I wanted in the We the Party was to make it real, to have it be authentic, and in organically let some of those issues come up that actually do in their lives, and deal with them.
And I think I know we mentioned Obama, but it was like it's a lot more going on in the film. Like you said, the ecology, the eco-friendly stuff, and the dancing and the music. It's definitely like from my generation. This is a new group, the Rejects and the New Boys, and YG even. This is a new group of people, and I like that the film kind of highlighted that. Even for me, I feel like I was getting in touch with another generation. But which brings me to my question. Your father is a filmmaker, you're a filmmaker, and now Mandela is, an actor, and he's held his own in it. How hard was it for you as a son? Like, I know a lot of times people fight back against what their parents did, but how hard was it for you to kind of get into film? Was it something that you pushed back at one time, and how did that all happen?
Oh man, I fought for this role. I was like, Dad, if you're gonna come to these parties with us, I'm playing in this movie. I've been asking him forever to try and help me get into the business, and I think it's great. I see it as an inspiration that, you know, he's in it, and my granddad, you know, he's legendary to me, and, you know, I just want to put my spin on the Van Peebles name and just do what I can do with it. You know, I want to see what social issues I can put a twist on with my movies. And I just got done shooting something last night with my friend Patrick, who's also in the movie, called Flipped, so that should be coming out soon.
Okay, we gotta look for that, because I was hollering at my boy Patrick earlier. And I know he's
Sure.
thorough, but
We always think, you know, always talk about the 3 loves in your life. You know, 1 is love what you do, you know, being the business of what you love. 2 is, you know, love who you do it with, you know, who you're working with. And number 3 is important, is try to love what you say with it. You got a lot of folks trying to get on the mic, but not a lot of them have a lot to say.
Right.
I mean, look what the brother's saying when they get on the mic. You know what I mean? Because that's important. You know, the generation that said, you know, Cosby's going to be America's funniest father grew up 20 years later and voted for the Huxtables to be in the White House. You know, so you could watch something one day, but don't forget, people want to be the success they see.
I'm glad you wrapped it up like that. Thank you, brothers, and I'll keep on watching whatever you direct or whatever you're acting. You two wonderful brothers. It's a wonderful film. Thank you.
Man, I will wish us luck. April 6th, it comes out.
April 6th, everybody go see it twice.
You know,
take your people to it. Y'all will enjoy it.
What's the Facebook page?
Facebook.com/We the Party Movie.
And find out what's
right here. We the Party.
XL Mandela on Twitter and Mario Van Peebles on Twitter.
All right, brother.
PJ10.
Thank you, sir.
Not buy your way into winning the bet. That's called cheating.
So you talked to him yet?
No, he was so busy trying to beg for the car and get to prom. Well, did you talk to him?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know who he is sometimes.
I don't think he knows who he is.
Wanna dance? Dog, why you being a bitch? ¿Hablas español?
Claro que sí.
Dude, you see that over there? Paco's getting the taco and I'm getting the bill.
Man, don't worry about him. It's our night tonight.
Dude, mood change, frowny face.
Come on, man. Nobody's gonna win this stupid bet.
Not yet.
You want to talk to him now?
Here?
Yeah, we're all together. You're the principal, and there's no time like the present.
Come on, man.
So how about a 5?
Yeah? All right, man.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Your teacher?
And your principal wants to see you. Give us a minute.
Fun. Okay, man. In trouble?
Hey,